St. Vincent de Paul, an ordinary man called to an extraordinary mission. In the year 1600, Vincent de Paul became a priest at the age of 19. During that time, the priesthood was seen more of a career than a divine calling to serve. Vincent was doing quite well in his career, becoming a chaplain in the royal court of France, and later chaplain to a very powerful and prestigious family. Then someone falsely accused Vincent of a theft. Judgments were immediately formed, and Vincent saw his reputation, his power, his influence, everything he valued, begin to slip away. This began a 4-year dark period when Vincent questioned his faith. In 1617, after hearing the confession of a dying man, Vincent was touched and became aware of his mission to serve the poor. Soon after, he established the first confraternity of charity to serve the poor in their homes. Vincent tells us that during this time he was struggling with doubts against his faith, still uncertain of his vocation as a priest. He prayed to God, pledging to dedicate his life to the poor if God would take away his doubt. God immediately took away the anguish, and it never returned. 36 years old, 17 years a priest, Vincent de Paul finally found his true vocation in the priesthood. He fulfilled his vow to the poor till the day he died. Frederick Ozanam, same mission, and a call to marriage. Frederick Ozanam was born into a devout Catholic family. His mother and father, by their actions and prayers, taught him a deep love of God and the poor. In 1833, the young Frederick was attending law school in Paris. He and a small group of friends were members of a club, the Conference of History. At this time, there was a growing movement of anti-Catholicism in Paris. At one of their meetings, a challenge was issued to the members to show their faith by alleviating the suffering of the poor and promoting social justice in the church and society. Frederick showed remarkable courage by declaring to his friends, "We must go to the poor." In essence, put our actions where our faith is. The conference changed its name from the Conference of History to the Conference of Charity, and adopted St. Vincent de Paul as their patron. This is how Frederick, 5 fellow students, and their mentor Emmanuel Bailey established the roots of the Society of St. Vincent de Paul. Frederick considered the priesthood for several years. He decided that God wanted him to serve as a layman. At age 28, Frederick met Alamy sous la Croix. They were married in 1841, and 4 years later had a daughter, Marie. Frederick found his true vocation in the sacrament of marriage. Frederick was granted the grace of balancing the commitments to marriage and family, together with the call to serve the poor through the Society of St. Vincent de Paul, a grace he was faithful to all his life.